Hey guys, I'm back again after a little break from Christmas, and it is 2019. I'm wishing you all a very good one. Let's hope that it's better than 2018. That was not a good year, at least not for me. But we are going to soldier on to a good year, good reading year, and everything you desire. So I'm here with my top reads for 2018, because I didn't necessarily read all those new books that most people did. I read a few, but not a lot. So these are my particular 5-star reads of 2018. I didn't have very many this year, which you will see, but I think all the ones I chose were very, very good, and if you can get your hands on them, you should try. So let's get started. The first ones I'm going to talk about, they're sort of a part 1 and part 2. So the first one is Buffalo Dance, The Journey of York, poems by Frank X. Walker. Now this is an excellent poetry collection, and the part 2 is When Winter Comes, The Ascension of York. I'm not going to talk much more about these because I have a full review on them, which I will link below. It was here, I did it here on my YouTube channel. This was the bomb. I think this is one of the big surprise reads for me last year. I thank you to my subscriber Joseph, who recommended these to me. And yeah, this is top. This is right here. This is good. You need to get your hands on this one if you haven't gotten it. Go to your local library. You don't have to buy it. Don't blame me for buying new books. All right, that was a little stab from Marina. Next, I have What Truth Sounds Like by Michael Eric Dyson. So it's What Truth Sounds Like, RFK, James Baldwin, and Our Unfinished Conversations About Race in America. This was the bomb as well. As usual, if you don't know Michael Eric Dyson, Google him. He is everything. This was sort of his second book because he did another one the year before, and that was excellent as well. This has a different spin on race. Definitely worth the read. I did a full-fledged review over on my blog. I will link it below. Next, I have Slave Old Man by Patrick Chamoiseau. This was the bomb too. This is like high class literary fiction, like high class. If you like literary fiction and you like Patrick Chamoiseau and you like Caribbean lit, right here, this has got everything you need. And it is a very short read, but a very dense and a very descriptive and just a luscious, I would say luscious read. That's how I would describe it. I've done a full review on that here on YouTube. I will link it below. Next, Not That Bad, Dispatches from Rape Culture by Roxane Gay. Now, this book, wow. This one blew me away as well, and I'm really surprised I haven't seen this one on more top reads of 2018, because with everything that's been going on with this Me Too culture and everything, I thought this one would be on everybody's top list. Knowing how intense the read is, it took me a month to read this book. And once I was finished, I didn't even do a review because I didn't even know how to talk about it. I didn't even know how to formulate words to type to even write about it. This book is so jarring and it's so real, and it's just, everybody should read this. Girls, guys, everybody. Because there are some lessons to learn in this book. And we have to keep talking to our daughters and to our sons and really getting them to understand, how to behave with each other on a daily basis. Because, man, there was some stuff in here. I was just so fucking pissed off when I was reading this book from some of the stuff that people were going through. it tore me up. I must admit, this book really, it really tore me up. It took me a month to read, because once you read one and you just, and then, you know, you need some time before you can pick it up and read the next one. But I did read the entire book. I commend Roxane Gay for putting this one together, because the thing that she did the best was the way she ordered the stories was perfection. If you haven't picked this one up, please do. It's very worthwhile to read. That's all I can say. Next, we have The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver, which I read. This was a group buddy read that I did with Adam from Mementomori, Jess from Guardian Scriptorium, Mel from Mel's Bookland Adventure, Jaclyn. Sorry, Jaclyn, I can't remember your channel, but I'll put it here. I'll put all their channels below. You need to go check them all out. There was also Britta from Britta Bohler. All of these people that I really love watching, and I enjoy tremendously doing big buddy reads with them. This one was quite the chunker, but we got through this bad boy in like 8 days or something. But this was my second reading of the Poisonwood Bible, and oh man, I forgot how much I really like this book. I like this book a lot. It's really, really good. If you haven't picked this one up, yes, it is a chunker, but it's worthwhile. And you get sucked into the story, and there is no putting it down. I tell you, it's really, really good. So yeah, that was nice rediscovery of 5-star read. Next on my list, I have American Sonnets for My Past and Future Assassins by Terrence Hayes. All right, now. Terrence Hayes, do I need to tell you more? You know what he looks like this. He is the bomb in poetry. I mean, the bomb. This book has everything going for it. If you like poetry, get into this one, because this one would really go down the spoken word poetry street in a second, because that's just the kind of poetry he writes. And this one has a lot to do about, you know, what's wrong with America, or should I say what has been wrong with America, but that we just suddenly come into Jesus of what's wrong with it. But yeah, check it out. It's really, really good. I read this one twice, actually, because it was just, I like it a lot, a lot, a lot. And then, last but not least, I read, or should I say, I listened to first, is The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. Now, you know, me and YA don't get along that well. Every now and then I pick up a YA and I'm just like, oh, that was kind of good. Last year it was The Hate You Give. Was it last year, the year before last? I think it was last year. This year it's The Poet X. That book is so good. I mean, she gets to the crux of what it is to be a girl growing into a young woman and feeling awkward in the body, and, you know, noticing the looks from men and boys. The way the poetry flows, it's romantic. It's engulfing, you know, it engulfs you, and it makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. And I mean, I'm 52, but I was feeling this Poet X, okay? I was going back to like being like 16 again. I mean, it was just, it was really, really a good book. If you haven't picked that one up, I strongly suggest you pick it up. Like, I listened to it over Christmas. It was one of the few last books of the year that I read. And I read it mostly because of Rachel Ray. Go over to her channel. Oh my God. When she said she really liked it, I said, okay, I'll give it a try. You know, I don't know. But when I started listening to it, I even went back and listened to certain passages because of the way it was read. And then when I got home, I ordered a copy, a physical copy, because I have to own that one, because I know I'll pick it up and read bits and pieces from it. It's just a wonderful, wonderful book. And it would make a wonderful gift as well for a young woman of color growing into a young woman. So like, 16, 17, it would be a wonderful book, to give as a gift. Although there were parts that made me mad as hell, because that little girl's mama is a little bit over the top, okay? But just loved it, even though I was damn mad at that mama. I was damn mad. But books, when they get you kind of like like that, something to it sometimes. So that is all for my top reads of 2018. I was conservative because I don't give 5 stars like that. Nope. You know me. I'm a little bit conservative on the 5 stars because I think it really is. There was some that didn't make it, like The Sympathizer. Love that book, but it wasn't, in my opinion, a perfect book. It was maybe like a 4.5, ish. And then there was the Life and Death of Sophie Stark. That was another one that kind of jumped out at me, but it was a 4-star, a conservative 4-star. So it didn't make my, top list. All of these were all 5 stars for me. Hey, let's just, have a talk below. Did you read any of these? Are you interested in any of these? What were some of your tops of this year? Let's talk about it below. Okay, I'll be back with another video really soon. Bye.